Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I'm here to do a book tag. I was tagged by my good friend Abby from Abby Reads to do the Jennifer Lawrence book tag, and I thought this sounds super fun. I love Jennifer Lawrence, and I know a lot of people love her too, so let's just get on into the questions. So question number 1 is growing up in Kentucky. Name a book that takes place in a rural area. And for this one, I'm actually going to choose Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This takes place in a small town in Missouri and actually not too far away from where I grew up, so that's kind of cool. That book is definitely a psychological thriller, and if you haven't read it yet and if you haven't seen the movie, I definitely suggest picking it up because it will take you for a crazy ride. Alright, question number 2 is Discovery on the Streets in New York, and this is a favorite book that you have that you just found while browsing and you ended up loving. And for this one, I chose The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. I had heard of Jenny Han before, but I really hadn't heard anything about this trilogy when I was looking at getting it, and I wasn't expecting to buy this big hunk of a thing, but it was at my used bookstore and I had credit, and I actually think I got this book for like $4. So, and there's 3 books in it, and it was great. If you guys want a really light summary read that has some romance in it and all that good stuff, I definitely suggest this trilogy. Number 3 is swearing off social media. What book do you refuse to read? And for me, that has to be pretty much all of the Lauren Conrad books. I tried to read this book or another book, whatever the first book in this little series is, a couple months ago, and I got to about page 50 and I was about to pull out my hair. It was just awful in my opinion. The next question is beginnings on TV and into film, and this is which book or series gets better with each installment. And for me, that was the Sweet Trilogy by Wendy Higgins. I thought that the first book was a pretty solid first book, and really by the end of the trilogy with Sweet Reckoning, I was just in tears because of how beautiful the ending was. So thoroughly enjoyed just the progression of the story and how each book really did get better. The next one is the Oscar trip. Which book or series hit a snag for you? And for me, I'm going to have to go with the Selection Trilogy by Kiera Cass. I loved this trilogy, but I would say that The Elite was just a filler. It really hit a snag. I didn't think that this book needed to just be one book. I thought that it was just a lot of fluff and just a lot of filler to get to our conclusion of the one. So I would say the Selection Trilogy hit a snag, but I mean, I still love it. The next one is Jlaw and Chris Martin. What is our favorite book? Written by some collab authors. And honestly, I've only ever read one book with a collaboration, so I'm gonna have to give it to John Green and David Levington's Will Grayson because it's the only one I've ever read. The next question is working with David O. Russell. Name a character that is dysfunctional, but you can't help but love them. And I'm gonna go with pretty much any character by Gillian Flynn. I think that we all know, if you've ever read any of her books, that her main characters are just way dysfunctional. But honestly, when you're reading through the books, you can't help but fall in love with some of them. Now, probably my favorite dysfunctional character by her was actually in the book Sharp Objects, but I don't have that with me right now, so that's why I'm showing you Dark Places. The next question is inspired by the beautiful Mystique from the X-Men movies, and this question is name a villain who you think that even though they're villainous, they think that they're doing the right thing. And for me, I'm gonna go with Clancy from The Darkest Minds. I really think that even though he is portrayed in a little bit of a villainous way in this book, I really think Clancy thinks he's doing the right thing. But maybe that's not true because I haven't read the rest of the books, so I guess we'll see, but that's just my opinion for now. The next one is for the Hunger Games. So what is your favorite high-profile book or series? And for me, I'm going to have to give it to the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. I know that a lot of her books are very well known, and I really enjoyed these books so much. Just the characters were amazing, and the ending of this trilogy was absolutely breathtaking and beautiful, so I'm going to have to give it to The Infernal Devices. And last but not least, everything and anything Jennifer Lawrence has ever said. And this is who is your favorite comedic and snarky character. And I'm going to do a female and a male character because I just love them both so much. And so for the female, I'm going to go with Rose Hathaway from the Vampire Academy series. Surprise, surprise. I absolutely adore her. And speaking of adoring, for the male character, I'm going to have to give it to my man Damon Black from the Lux series. Y'all, if you haven't read any of these books, definitely pick them up and check them out. These characters are wonderful and you will fall in love with them just like I have. Alright friends, well that is the Jennifer Lawrence book tag, and I'm going to tag a lot of people because I think that this is a super fun book tag, and who doesn't love Jennifer Lawrence? So the first person I'm going to tag is Emily from Emily Speaks. The next person that I'm going to tag is Lainey from Ginger Reads Lainey. The next person I'm going to tag is Elena from Elena Reads Books. I'm also going to tag Jess from Book Loving Jess. And then the last two people I'm going to tag is Mandy from Oh It's Mandy and Hannah from Hannah Love Book. Thank you so much, Abby, again for tagging me in this video. It was super fun. I hope you guys also do the tag, even if I didn't tag you, because like I said, who doesn't love Miss Jennifer Lawrence? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, but I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye.